Okay, so I just skipped to the end by accident. I was actually supposed to like cut it into the thing. Yeah, honestly, I'm finding that switching between the no loop version and the loop version is like really inconvenient because the no loop version is only like 2 minutes long. I need to find like a loop version that is like a bit longer because it's not working for me because I find that I'm struggling to actually cut to the end. It's a lot harder than you guys think. I literally have to like click on the part of the song that I think is the correct version, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So like this time I clicked so far that it clicked all the way to the fucking end, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. I just it's just life is crazy, honestly. I'm sorry I'm late. What is it? OBS got a new update. Everything is broken. All my programs, all my third-party programs that I'm using, my Stream Deck, everything is broken. Nothing works anymore because I decided to update fucking OBS. Yeah, I hate it. I hate myself. It was dumb, honestly. In hindsight, I don't even know why I updated. That was just stupid. That was just dumb. So yeah, nothing works. Everything's broken. The only thing that works is my mouse and my keyboard and my mic. And yeah, honestly, I want to cry. Also, I was doing my skincare routine, so my bad. We ball. Oh yeah, my Stream Deck doesn't work, so I can't switch scenes in my Stream Deck. Nice, love that. Hi. Hey. Hey. Well. Well. Do you have it backed up? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Let's not worry about it. I'm vibing. No, don't apologize. I'm stupid. We ball. All right. So. It is the day. It is today. I want to get started ASAP because we have about just under 2 hours before Patch's 3D. So I would like to not be streaming when that happens, when that begins. So we're gonna get it started. Okay. Wait, it is 2 hours, right? Fuck. Oh god. I hope I timed this correctly. Okay, yes. 8 p.m. PST. So we've got 2 hours. Hoggers, I made it. Okay, so yeah, I would like to not be streaming when that happens. So we're gonna ball, okay? We're gonna do our best this. How many submissions did I get in total? 362. Yeah, are we doing multiple streams? Fuck no. So, I'm gonna turn on my fan because it's hot as fuck. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. Okay? I'm gonna need you to peep game and lock in. This is what's gonna go down. So, Dr. Vantacrow, relationship advice bringer, the relationship savior bringer, all in all, I will go through your questions. I'm going to have them on the top right of the screen. I will just have the question up. However, I just want you to know, I did include the name for a reason, and I gave you the option to label yourself as anonymous. But if you did not label yourself as anonymous, I will be reading the name that you submitted. So, if you did not expect to have your name written on stream, considering this is a form for a stream, I worry for you. I just want you to know I'm going to be reading names. And I'm going to have the question out on the front. I'm going to be vetting and reading these live. So what's going to happen is that we may not go through all 366, not because I don't think we'll be able to get through all of them, but because if I read it and find that it's not something that belongs in the stream, I won't. And the reason why your question may not be read is not for any particular reason. Don't think like, oh gosh, I weirded Crochet out, or oh gosh, it was a bad question. No, it's just a matter of the subject matter of the question may not have been something that I wanted to cover or something that I wanted to bring up on this stream. That's really what it boils down to, okay? So I'm gonna do my best to vet, but yes, that is the plan. So Peep Gaming lock in, we're gonna ball. Fafa, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the gifted. Thank you, really. Smoking Angle, thank you for 7 months. Hazmi, thank you for 6 months. MILF Monster, thank you for the thank you for the membership. Starmos, thank you for 7 months. But yeah, okay, so that's the plan. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. I need you to go into this with the grainiest fucking grain of salt ever, okay? All right. This is going to be some real advice with a lot of fucking jokes. There's a lot of humor in this. There's gonna be a lot of humor. At least that's my effort at humor. Maybe you don't find me funny. Honestly, I understand if you don't find me funny. My humor is kind of questionable every now and then. So, you know, don't take this advice too seriously. Honestly, I feel like that should be obvious, considering I'm a fucking VTuber. Why are you coming to me for relationship advice? But I still feel the need to provide this disclaimer. However, there will be some heartfelt advice if I feel like I can provide it. Okay. I mean, you guys, pretty much, if you were there for that segment of that one Animal Crossing stream where people were asking me for dating advice and I was answering in the most crazy ass ways possible, but occasionally there was some real shit dripped in, that's pretty much gonna be the entire energy of this stream. That is gonna be the whole energy. It's gonna be me fucking joking around, giving you stupid ass advice. And occasionally there might be some real shit mixed in, like, oh fuck, wait, that's real. Wait, that's real. Crochet ate and left no crumbs. You know, it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be like mixed. So just go into this with the grainiest grain of salt you can, okay? All right, we ball. Almond Page, thank you for 7 months. Liz, thank you for 1 month. Thank you. Sunshine, thank you for 3 months. Thank you so much. All right. I mean, we're taking it. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. All right, so yeah, my stream deck doesn't work, so I'm gonna have to do a bit of extra work with this. So yeah, this is what's gonna be happening up here. So that's gonna be the first question. But I will be showing the questions as they are, but I will have to make it disappear whenever I switch, because I don't want to show how your names are spelled on the stream. I will just read them out. So if I read them incorrectly, God, I'm so sorry. DA, thank you for 5 months. Okay, we ball. You ready? You ready? Get your salt. Better take it. Take it with a grain of salt. Salt! I won't say it again! Grain of salt. All right. Cool, thank you for 5 months. Okay, we ball. Let's go. Let's get this bread. Okay, first question is from Jalen. How do girls go about putting themselves out there to date? Like, what do guys look for? What do guys look for in a girl? Damn, I'm gonna be real with you. You want me to be straight up? So guys have standards, guys have tastes, guys do indeed have types, but you want to know what type of girl trumps just about everything. Every thought that a guy has about a girl, you want to know what type trumps all of them, that beats all of them for the vast majority of guys? The girl that likes him. If you like a guy and are straightforward about it, I feel like, personally, most of the time, that beats out everything else. If you're real, and you're open, and you're honest, that's straight up. Guys don't play about that. It's like, oh, wait, she likes me? Oh, real? Oh, shit, okay, you know what? Maybe I could make this work, you know? They always do. So, you can do your makeup up, you can do your hair up, you can do whatever you want. You can be a type, you can work out, you can do whatever. But something that usually beats everything else is the girl that likes the guy. If you like him and you're letting him know that you like him, I don't know. Guys are really simple. Like, as dumb as we are, we're real simple. That lack of intellectuality really works in our favor because we are simple as fuck. So if you like him and you let him know, that's it. All right, we ball. Next question. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting one. All right, this question is from Fishy. How do I tell if I like someone in a platonic or romantic way? What is it? Can you picture yourself dating them? If not, then you probably like them platonically. If you could picture them asking you out and you would be excited and you would probably say yes, then you probably like them in a romantic way. I feel like in our quest to be nice people that are empathetic and considerate of others' feelings, sometimes we get romantic and platonic feelings mixed up. And it can really get lost in the sauce. You feel like, oh man, do I really like this person this way? But let's be real. If you really liked somebody, if you really were down for them, and you really had romantic feelings about them, if they asked you out, you would ecstatically say yes because you like them. But if you actually are contemplating it and you have to consider whether or not the feelings are platonic or romantic, they're probably platonic. I don't think you usually have to sort too long. Like, all humans are surprisingly simple. I don't think you should have to sort your feelings out too long. You shouldn't have to contemplate very long to decide whether or not you actually like somebody. You really shouldn't. Just gonna be straight up, okay? If you don't like them, you're not gonna think. You're gonna think long and hard about dating them. You're gonna weigh the pros and the cons. You're gonna go on a fucking website, typing out their risk factors. But if you like them, you're gonna be down for that immediately. You're gonna be ready for that. So yeah, that's my answer. Next question. Okay. Oh wow, this is an interesting one. I don't know if I'll be able to answer it, but you know, we'll see. How do I know if a girl is sapphic, and how do I riz them? So here's what you do. You walk up to a girl, and what is it? You go, hey, are you sapphic? And then if they go, yes, baby girl, then you guys just make out right on the spot. Boom, easy peasy. Now you have a girlfriend. Simple as that. That is one way. And then if they say no, then you just walk away. Easy. Boom. You don't have a girlfriend. And then you just do that to whoever you're attracted to. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just be honest, straightforward. Really simple as that. Next question. All right. Okay. This is from Anonymous. Vantacrow Doctor Sir, please help me. What am I supposed to do if my ideal type is a 2D man like Toji or Nanami? Is there any hope for me? Nope, you're fucked. Next question. This is also from Anonymous. How do I explain to someone that I have a personality and not just booba with a mommy voice? Gosh, you have a personality and not just booba with a mommy voice. Gosh, my first take is to get breast reduction. No, I'm kidding. Oh shit. Man, maybe spend more time at libraries or like places where you're likely to meet more intellectual people that aren't going to care about things like that. But I'm going to be real, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard not to find shallow people like that because I think a lot of people are inherently shallow. It's kind of difficult. That's difficult. I'm not going to lie, but that's the best advice that I can consider. Yeah, spend more time at libraries. What is it? Spend time at more places where you're less likely to meet people that will only look at you for those things, okay? Shut the fuck up, guys. I cut myself off. It was a joke, okay? All right? Don't get breast reduction surgery, obviously. All right, next question. Oh, ooh. Okay. All right. This one is also from Anonymous. Hi, Vanta. I've been a single woman for my entire 21 years of life. That's not that long, by the way. You are young. How the hell do I get a girlfriend? Please help. I'm getting desperate. Thank you. Jeez. So here's what you can do. So you have three options here. You have three options here. So one is to go to a public place that you like hanging out in. I don't know. Let's bring up the library again. Maybe you like going to the mall. Maybe you like Hot Topic. I don't fucking know. You can go to any public place, hold up a sign that says I'm 21 and single, and say looking for a girlfriend. You could do that. That's a thing you could do. That's probably a bit more dangerous though, because you're likely to get approached by a lot of characters you don't want to get approached by. So probably don't do that. Your second option is to go on a dating app specifically for girls looking for girls. That one's also dangerous because dating apps are typically treated devices for hookup culture. And if you're not about hookup culture or casual sex and all that, then yeah, probably just avoid the hell out of it. Avoid that shit like the plague. And your third and final one is to live your life. Do the things that you want to do. Pursue the things that you want to pursue. Enjoy yourself. And hopefully wait for that one person that you believe will eventually show up. And make sure to practice mindfulness, being present of mind, and knowing how to properly convey your feelings. Also, being prepared to actually meet the love of your life by making sure you look as good as possible whenever you're out and about, because you never know who you're going to meet. And then just be prepared to speak. That is the third one. That's the third option. It requires a bit of patience, but it can be rewarding sometimes. I won't say anything because I'm not going to lie. Finding somebody is basically RNG. It actually quite literally is RNG. Fuck, dude. That's why some people just... Yeah, okay, we're not going to go to the sad part of that question. Okay, all right. Next question. All right. If I'm going on a hypothetical first date and we start talking about hobbies, how do I tell him I watch Vtubers? How many dates in should I tell him I watch Vantacrow? So, never fucking do that. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna date this man. However many dates happen, you just never fucking mention it. You never fucking mention it. Then eventually you might go over to his house. He might come over to your place. And maybe he sees, your acrylic standee. He might see your puppet. He might see whatever. And he's gonna be like, oh snap, what's that? And then you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's from an anime that I watch. He's gonna be like, what's the anime? And you just say, what is it? Krisis. And then he's gonna be like, whoa, Krisis, I've never heard of that one. You gotta show it to me. And then what you do is, from then on, you work really, really fucking hard to make a lot of money. You make a lot of money. Then you hire several animators and you get a bunch of people to work on the Krisis anime so that it actually has a 13 episode season. And then you just start an anime studio from there. Now you have an anime studio and you are the reason for the creation of the Krisis anime. And you didn't lie to your partner. Perfect. Then you never have to tell him that you watch VTubers. It's honestly just that easy. So yeah, I think that's the best way. And honestly, if you really think about it, sure, you're like, but this relationship is founded on lies. Thing is though, if you eventually work hard enough to make the lie become the truth, then is it really a lie? The other thing is that even if it doesn't work out, now you have a whole fucking anime studio. So I think that's a dub in and of itself. All right, next question. Oh, that question was from Glitter, by the way. Good question. All right, this question is from Anonymous. What if that boyfriend has more merch than you? Leave it up to them. All right. What do you do when you low-key wanted to date or be with someone, but you #independent woman, #self-love too hard, and got such high standards already? Keep those standards, okay? Keep those standards. Don't let anybody tell you that your standards are too high. It is only the person that you are going to spend a lot of, if not potentially the rest of your life with. Your standards should be high. You should be picky. You should be thoughtful about who you're going to. Ignore and avoid what you believe to be red flags. Be with who makes you happy. And obviously understand your own boundaries and your own desires. If you're afraid that you're too picky, then I think ultimately what it boils down to is this. If you're with somebody and it doesn't work out and they claim that you're too picky, the issue here isn't that you were too picky. There is no such thing as too picky. If it didn't work out between you and another person, you probably just didn't like them all that much. At least that's my take on things. I feel like if two people really liked each other, then it probably would work out. Because if things were meant to work out any other way, then they would have been. But they weren't. So there's no need to dwell on the things that failed. But ultimately, you know your boundaries. If you know when to cut things off and you know when to be like, when to let up on things, that is totally your decision to make. But your standards should be high. Your standards should be high. Don't let anybody tell you to lower your standards. You're too good for that. Next question. That was from Anonymous, by the way. All right, next question. This question's from Sky. Dr. Vantacrow, I am always too nervous to approach someone if I'm interested in them, and I tend to overthink a lot. It's ruined my chances with others in the past. I've talked to friends about this, and they always tell me I'll be alone forever because of my shyness. What should I do? Okay. So this is very unsolicited advice. Personally, I would consider a reevaluation of friends, because what the fuck. But that's a whole nother thing to unpack. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. This is relationship advice. I mean, if you're shy, again, a part of that is eventually you'll live your life and find the right person. Although when it comes to getting out of your shell, that's a tough one. I'm still shy as fuck. I mean, you guys saw me at the beginning of NIJI. I'm still shy as hell. Gosh, I'm one of the shyest motherfuckers I know. Jeez. But I definitely think focus on the things within your sphere of influence, the things that you can control. I might start with those friends if they're actually telling you you're going to be alone forever, because that's not really something you say to a friend. But you know, that's just one piece of the pie. There's so many other things that you can think about. Have you considered why you might be shy? Is there something you need to address in your life? People you need to talk to? Questions you need to ask yourself? Maybe consider doing things to get out of your comfort zone. Try slowly just working on small things. Something I've always been told is if you feel like nothing's going right and there's too many things out of your control, just focus on all the things that you can control. Clean your room. Develop some healthy habits. Perhaps those will help you. It's really hard to find a cure for shyness because personally, I don't really know if shyness is a terribly awful thing. I really don't think it's a bad character trait. Yeah, it can be a bad thing, but like you say that shyness has ruined your chances with others in the past. Again, I don't want to keep saying this to raise anybody's standards like to some dangerous degree, because yeah, there is some times when you will have to do some work. But again, if they fucking liked you, it's just a matter of you providing a bit of leeway to let them know. Maybe you're not someone that's forward. You simply have to find someone that's forward. Someone eventually will show up that is forward. And you'll know that. I think you'll know when the time comes. I just think you just haven't found the person yet. I really think that's the case. Maybe you couldn't get over your shyness because you were just like, oh, you know, I like them, but maybe it wasn't it, you know? So, you know, don't think of your shyness as a negative. Maybe work with it. Because I've heard that shyness can be a very attractive trait, you know? Like being shy can be really cute. So I don't think you should talk down to yourself, but yeah, definitely really rethink those friends. Okay, next question. Thank you, Sky. All right, next question is from Anonymous. My mom is always asking when I'll bring a man to the house, but the thing is, right now, I just want to be sandwiched between two hot ikemen oji-san. What should I tell my mom? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna be real. Never say that to your mom, ever. That's a terrible idea. If I understand what correctly oji-san means, yeah, no, don't tell that to your mom. What should you tell your mom? Just say that you're on your Sigma grind set. You're working on shit, okay? All right? Just say, I don't need anybody right now. I'm really not about it. You know, you got your priorities straight. You know what you want. But just be like, I'm on my Sigma grind set. And then be on your Sigma grind set. Just say, fuck it, you know? Go off. Do exactly what you need to do. You're not worried about relationships. All you're thinking about is too hot ikemen oji-san. You know? That's all you're thinking about. You ball. You ball. Just say, Mom, I ball. Thank you, Anonymous. All right. All right. Next question is from Jew. What dating advice do you need? There's this one guy I was academic rivals with in high school, and now that we're like working age, old, we're living in the same neighborhood again, and not gonna lie, he do be kind of cute. How do I approach him, Croshi? Should I ask him about his college grades or something? Ooh. See, and again, once again, men have types. Men have things that they like. Men have perceived concepts of what they want. But for the vast majority of men, do you know what type beats all types? The girl that likes them. Or actually, now that I think about it, I didn't, you didn't actually state your gender, so my bad. The person that likes them. So, it's just simple. I'm not gonna lie though, your life does kind of feel like a manhwa. I think that's a good point. Chat's making a really good point right now. This really is some drama type shit. Honestly, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Bring up your college grades. I don't know. Start a conversation. I think you just go for it. I think this is free. I'm not gonna lie. This is free. Like, man, it's just free. It's just free. All right, you got this. You got this, Jew. I think you can literally say whatever the fuck you want. Literally, just don't be weird. And I know what you're thinking, but I am weird. That's fine. If you're weird, just be you. Be your most authentic self. Be the best version of you that you need to be in that time, okay? You got this. So I'm realizing how long I'm actually taking going through each question. We're not getting to 366. It's just not fucking happening. So I'm just gonna do my best, okay? Because it's already been 30 minutes. All right. Okay. Next question is from Opti. So sometimes late at night I miss my ex and would like to message them, but after sleeping and waking up, I don't feel the need to. Is this a moment of weakness or should I just do it? Yes, this is indeed a moment of weakness. This is actually a topic that I've heard about. Basically, when it is late at night, and this is relative to each person, depending on your circadian rhythm, you know, when you wake up and when you go to bed. But let's say on average, you wake up at like 10 a.m. By around 8 p.m., you should no longer trust your thoughts beyond 8 p.m. because studies show that when you are tired from the day, regardless of whether you realize it or not, you are no longer running on the logical. Your brain and mind is so tired and so exhausted from the day that you no longer really have the ability to think 100% rationally, and any thoughts that you're having past like 10 p.m., midnight, 1, 2, 3 a.m., those 1, 2, 3 a.m. thoughts, especially those 1, 2, 3 a.m. thoughts, you don't fucking listen to them. They are likely you just in your emotional mind because you are so fucking tired that you cannot think rationally. Do not listen to your 1, 2, 3 a.m. thoughts. If you get over it after a good night's sleep, that is 1000% a sign that you are receiving clarity and you should not message your ex. Okay? All right. You got this. Take care of yourself. All right, next question is from Meow. How to cope with being a hopeless romantic in a hookup culture society? If I don't relate to this more than anything, honestly, you just gotta fucking ball out. You just gotta ball out. In this world that's currently full of situationships, what is it? FWBs, hookup culture, you just kind of have to ball. Really, at this point, you just the culture is so bad that you really just do have to go on your Sigma grind set. Focus on being the best you that you can be instead of worrying about things outside of your sphere of influence and things outside of your control. Focus on you. You know, meditate, clean your room, practice presence of mind. Just focus on yourself, and maybe just eventually you will come across that right person. But yeah, honestly, it's fucked right now. I'll just say that it is absolutely fucked, and 100% empathize with you. Maybe one day we'll find the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe one day. But really all you can do is stay hopeful. Stay hopeful that you will find that person. Don't worry, we'll ball together. We'll ball together. Thank you for the question. All right. Oh gosh. Okay. This question is from Anonymous. What do you think about situationships? I'm currently at this phase and I hate it, but I don't want to confess first. Get the fuck out. If you're in a situationship, I just look, I don't want to say anything about the other person that you're involved with, but get out. Honestly, just get out. I don't know how do you comfortably have that conversation? Because if they are fine with what's going on right now, you could think of it from the one positive note. You could think of it from the one positive note. And this is like a less than 1% chance of this being the case. This is a less than 1% chance of this being the case. You could think of it as, oh, I'm in a situationship and I really like them, but I don't know if they like me and I don't want to confess first. If they haven't already said anything to you, it's likely they are fine with the current proceedings, and no amount of pleading, confessing, or anything will change how they feel. Let them ball. If this situationship, if this culture is not for you, get out. Don't do it to yourself. You're just gonna end up hurting yourself for the person that you actually will want at the end of the day. Don't fuck things up. Don't fuck things up for yourself. Don't fuck things up for the person that you're eventually gonna want to end up with. Just don't. Whatever this situationship is, it can't be better than what's waiting for you later. Yeah, no. And I just want to say this. This is really, really coming from the heart. Don't ever settle for anybody that's trying to play it safe with you. They are playing it safe as hell. They are not putting all of their cards on the table. They are keeping things in their sleeve. They're keeping their hand. They're holding it close to their chest, and they are not giving it to you. Don't settle for anybody that's not willing to go all out for you. It's really just that. If they are not willing to give everything for you, they don't deserve you. All right? Yes, thank you, Anonymous. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. This question is from Anonymous. Vanta, no context, just yes or no. My life depends on this. Yes. Next question. All right. What's your name? Okay. This question is from How do I tell a guy that I'm talking to that I actually like him and want to try going to the next stage with him? We're currently on no contact because I needed a break to sort out my thoughts. You got to just tell him. Tell him. I'm just going to be straight up. You just got to tell him. You just tell him. Just tell him, literally. Okay. I don't have any personal experience with this. I am just going to say what I know from all the friends that I've had that have told me about this, and all the things that I've seen. The talking stage shouldn't be very long. I'm gonna be real. After like, what? 2 months? Maybe 3? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck do you have to say after 3 months? Like, the talking stage should not be that long. Honestly, I hate the whole thought of the talking stage. That's so fucking dumb. You're dating. Like, honestly, you're dating. You're talking to the person. You're spending time with them. That's the talking. What we call the talking stage now used to be the dating stage. Like, what, just a decade ago? 15, 20 years ago? I don't fucking know. 30 years ago? I don't know what the timeline is. But like, you know? Like, what the fuck are you talking about beyond like a certain stage? There's nothing else to talk about. If you don't know whether or not you like this person at like that point, you gotta go. You probably don't like him that much. But if you really like him, you should just tell him. Just tell him. And I know what you're thinking. What if he doesn't like me back? Well, great. Now you can move on to the next one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next question. All right, this question is from Anonymous. How can I pull all the porn bots like you do, Mr. Advice Bringer? Just tweet a lot. I don't actually fucking know. I'm gonna be real with you. This is a good question, though. Huh? Don't you talk first to check the vibes? Yeah, you talk first to check the vibes, but how fucking long do you need to talk? I feel like you should be asking all the questions you need to ask really early on. And I feel like if anybody's off-put by the questions that you're asking them, then they probably just don't like you. I'm just gonna be straight up. If you're having early conversations to figure out whether you guys like each other enough to start dating, and you are put off by the questions they're asking you, or they're put off by the questions you're asking them, because this is information that's important to you to know before you, actually go all the way with someone, and they're actually off-put by that, then yeah, they probably just don't like you, or you probably just don't like them. You should just move on. There's too many people in the world for you to just be focused on one person for so long, especially when they probably don't like you, or if you don't like them. That's the important thing to consider. A lot of people fail to realize that, like, if you're not willing to do certain things for somebody, or if you don't want to, or if you're really contemplating it, it really all boils back to that. If you're contemplating that much about whether or not you would do XYZ for a person, you probably just don't like them that much. I'm gonna be straight up. You probably just don't. Like, there's a lot of things to consider. There's a lot of things to consider. Okay, all right. This question is from Luca. It's spelled with a K, not a C. How do I stop people from being insanely weird to me, and how do I know if a person is the right one? Well, there's your question answered right there. I mean, if everything feels right and you really like them, but here's the thing too. It's always a tough call, because I want to say, like, if you really like them, but people can be attracted to red flags. So like, it's really a combination of, you have to like them, but you also have to be sane. Like, if you're not sane, then it's possible you like them and you're missing a lot of red flags. So like, if you don't see any obvious red flags, and honestly, what could help you is having a good support system. If you have a good support system, have some good friends, and this is why that one question about your friends, like I remember, I think it was Sky's question about having friends that are calling you shy and saying that you're always going to be alone. Having a good support system really fucking helps. Really fucking helps. Because if you tell them about things and they are impartial friends, you don't want to get advice from people that you do not want to fucking get advice from people that are going to be biased as hell. If literally all they're going to do is reinforce your current thoughts, don't ask them for advice. Get out. Ask people that are impartial, because they will look at the situation and try to get all the info from as many things as possible. And they will give you the advice that they think is correct based on the situation. Do not ask people that will be biased, because if there are people that will just reinforce your current biases, you'll literally say some shit like, "Oh, honestly, I don't think they like me that much," and your friends are literally just gonna be like, "Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the advice, I guess." Like, bro, they need to challenge you. Talk to people that will challenge you. If they are challenging you, then that's great. But if people are being insanely weird to you, how do you stop that? That's a tough one. I don't know. Do you stop them? Walk away? Don't talk to them anymore? Block them? I'm not sure. Like, I think it depends on the setting. Like, if they're weird to you in person, then like, yeah, that's just weird. What the fuck? Maybe try a different environment. I'm not really sure how to answer that one. But like, yeah, that one's strange. But how do you know if the person is the right one? I think you'll know. I think you'll just know. You'll definitely just know. But if you really struggle, again, go look for advice and make sure you find friends that will be impartial, that will give you advice that is not just reinforcing what you currently know, because that is not what you need. Ignore them completely. Block them from existence. Just ban them from your chat if they're being weird to you. Just ban them. Okay. Huh. Okay, this question is from Anonymous. Kroshi, there's a pretty lady in my replies talking about all the things in her bio. I think she likes... Wait, what? Kroshi, there's a pretty lady in my replies talking about all the things in her bio. I think she likes me. What do I do? DM her. Ask her out. Easy. Next question. This question's from Karis. How do I trick someone into dating me? Trick some? Like genuine? For real? On God? Don't. Next question. I'm sorry, Karis. This question is from Anonymous. How do I tell my SO that I've been obsessed to listening to soft boy ASMRs? Okay, so there's one. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm coming at this from the perspective that, now I'm assuming a lot because you didn't say this explicitly. I'm assuming that the soft boy ASMRs you're listening to are like soft boy BF ASMRs, like roughly along those lines. So the way if you feel the need to tell him, because I don't know what you've talked about with your SO. I keep assuming him. I'm so sorry. I mean, I guess you say soft boy ASMRs, so maybe it is a him. I'm not 100%. But maybe you could come at it from the perspective of, hey, I like to listen to this when you're not around because it helps me get through when you're not here. I really don't fucking know. I don't know what your partner's policy on ASMRs is. Like, would they view that as like weird? Would they view it as like borderline cheating? I don't know. Like, if you know that that's the case, then yeah, you probably should just tell them. Otherwise, keeping a secret like that may not be so healthy. Not just for the relationship, but for you. Because if you're actually worried about this to the point where you're asking me, that might be something else there might be something else going on that you need to consider. You know, I just hope everything's gonna be all right. Please take care of yourself. Yeah, I mean, the other option is to invite them to listen to it with you, but I don't know how that's gonna work out. Hey, babe, I've been listening to Software ASMRs. You wanna listen to it with me? You know, I don't know about that one. This is from Anonymous. Is it okay to go back to your ex? I miss him. That's a loaded question. I don't know. Was he toxic? Did he cheat on you? Was he bad? Did he treat you right? Did he make you happy? Or are you just yearning to be held again and to be loved? Those are different questions. If you simply miss him because you want to be in a relationship, then probably not. But if it's genuine, then, you know, maybe think a bit more about it. I would consult some more people besides just me. If this is a serious consideration. But for the most part, I would just say no. I think the safest bet is probably no. But if you actually can get your mind off this, then there's plenty of things that there's plenty of resources that you can access to think more about this. I'm trying to play this as safe as possible because I don't want to just write them off as like this terrible person. because there's multiple reasons why they might be your ex. I don't want to immediately jump to the negative, but consider all of those things that I said at the beginning. If the answer to any of those questions is yes, definitely not. But if this is somehow something else, I would definitely find the safest way to think about all this. Definitely ask maybe even some professionals if that's the case. Otherwise, I would generally say no. Okay, next question. All right, next question is from Anonymous. Oh, this is an interesting one. Should I find someone before I spend the rest of my life on my career, or should I just get on with my career and find someone along the way? This is a tough one, because I've heard both sides of the story where someone found someone in their career, but I've also heard of situations where someone, like, you know, basically found a couple people that they liked, or even someone that they liked, and because they were focused on their career, they threw them away, or, you know, they tossed them aside and focused on their career over their relationship, and their relationship ended up falling apart as a result. So this is a tough one. There's really no way to say this. There's really no one straight answer to this. I think ultimately, do what you think is right, and do what makes you happy. Definitely try to deliberate on it, though, because again, I want to say this. This is a tough one, though, because it's really hard to just boil it down to, if you're thinking about it, then you probably don't like them, because this is your life you're talking about. This is your life and your career. You guys asked really good questions. It's hard to make jokes about these. What the heck? You're jerks. Why would you ask me such good questions? I don't know. Oh, man. Like, how am I supposed to make a joke about this? It's like, nah, fuck him, girl, you know? But like, forget about him. Forget about him. But no, I can't say that, because, like, what if you really like them? Maybe don't make jokes? Hello? Have you been here the whole stream? We're paying you? Who is paying me? This is a tough question. You just gotta play it by ear. That's really the safest bet. You gotta fucking play it by ear, honestly. Yeah, honestly, you just got to play it by ear. I would definitely prioritize your career so that you know that you're on point. So you know that you're on point. And if you find someone that is actually making you contemplate life, definitely put a lot of thought into that. That's really the safest way, I would say. But at the same time, that's hard, because I don't know what kind of career you're getting into. And if this career is one where you're like, you basically have no social life, that might be difficult as fuck. So, goddamn. Oh, that's tough. That's a good ass question. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's such a good question. Oh, I feel like you could do a whole stream about that. Holy fuck. You could do one whole stream about that question. Goddamn. But definitely go on with your life, take care of yourself, and if you actually find someone that is making you question life like that, definitely deliberate for a long time. Don't just cast them aside. That's the best advice I can give. That is the best, like, ambiguous advice that I can provide. All right. And I think another perspective as well is, if your career is actually making you cast aside your relationships and your own happiness, for that matter, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but maybe deliberate on that a bit as well. If you actually have to choose one or the other, and there is no work-life balance, that is also important. But okay, next question. This is from Anonymous. My duo partner wants to start being the main DPS and told me I should move to being their support, or else they'll leave me for someone else. Should I become their heal slut or stand my ground? Help me, Date Master Bringer. Leave their fucking ass. The hell? Lamau. Is this even a question? That's crazy. Leave their asses. Cause think about it. If you really were down to be their heel slut, you wouldn't be here right now asking me this question. Leave their fucking asses. Get the fuck out of there. Leave them. Leave them. Leave them. Leave. Get out. If they're forcing you, they're delegating you like it's your role. You choose your role. If you wanna be a heel slut, you'll be a fucking heel slut. But they're not gonna force you to. Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Don't worry. You'll eventually find the main DPS that you'll actually truly be willing to heel slut for. But you're not this one. Not this one. Clearly not this one, because you're asking me for advice. No, get out. They don't deserve you. You DPS for now. And then find yourself a heel slut. Or find somebody that you're willing to heel slut for. Either way, it works out. But not this person. Not this motherfucker. Leave them. Leave them. Get out. All right. All right, next question is from JT. Let me have his house. Okay, I have a friend who is well known to be flirtatious even with their friends, and now it's backfiring at them. Haha, wow. Oh wow, somebody that's flirting with everyone it's backfiring on them. Oh no, what a surprise. They ended up having a genuine crush on someone, but every time they try to raise them up, they think my friend is joking around. What do you think they should do so that they will be taken seriously? Oh. Oh, man. Honestly, the only way you have made your bed, now you have to lie in it. Honestly, at that point, you just have to be as straightforward as possible. You can't leave any room for guessing. The moment you leave any because your default form of communication is now flirting no longer exists. And I think that's something a lot of people don't realize. When someone flirts all the time, the new default is flirting. So no longer will anyone take your actual attempts at flirting seriously, because all you do is flirt. That is your new default. So you no longer have any room for plausible deniability, because that's what flirting is. You're saying things to tease someone or to get at them with plausible deniability, because the whole point is that you're saying things to get somebody to be more interested in you and to maybe take the initiative and ask you out, because there's plausible deniability. It's about playing. It's a game. It's back and forth. You are putting the person in a situation where they can choose to read into your flirts as, oh, this person might like me, and then they'll ask you out, or they can be like, oh no, they're just joking around. However, the moment all of your communication is flirting, you no longer have that plausible deniability. Now it's all deniability, because all you do is flirt. So the only way for you to really be with anybody or to let them know your true feelings, you have to be straightforward. You have to say it. You have to literally just be like, hey, I like you. I want to go out with you. Like for real. Like you. You know, you gotta pull out some real serious shit. Okay? It's not a game. Because now flirting is no longer taken seriously. You no longer by flirting all the time, you are now never flirting. You have lost your ability to flirt. It's gone now. It's dead. You got to forget about it. Throw it away. You can't do it anymore. So you just got to be straightforward. Next question. All right. Next question is from. Oh wait. Fucking God. Oh God. This question is from Michi. How do I get this guy who likes this K-pop idol named Kim Shuehan? Is that how you pronounce that? Kim Shui. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Named Kim from the group Less Films to notice me, especially when I'm not even 1 out of 10 as pretty as her. Vance, you have to experience the, I don't know how to pronounce her name, effect as a residential manship so we can get the male experience. I don't think I'm capable of answering this. I don't think I am. Yeah. You probably lost. I'm gonna be real. I've heard a lot of things about yeah, you probably lost. Just gonna be straight up. The only thing I will say is never, you're only 1/10 as pretty as her. Don't say that about yourself. You already lost the moment you say that. Game up, okay? Che1? Okay, that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you. Yeah. Game up. Peep game and lock in, okay? All right? Think more highly of yourself. You're probably way better looking than you're actually giving yourself credit for. Bruh. She's my GF? You're talking about Che1? Wait. Okay, so wait. 1 second. Kim? Che. From less surfing? Yeah, you lost. Just go. Just stop. You lost. Don't worry about him. He's lost. He's lost to the wolves. He's gone. He's not even in the marketplace anymore. Just leave. Just leave. You just gotta go. Just forget about it. Just forget about it. All right. Okay, next question. This question's from Lynn. How does one make love feel like love and romance again? I'm in a precarious situation dating-wise. No means of transportation, full-time college student in a small town, and a family who would not react well to me bringing anyone other than a man home. After my first breakup, 3-year-long relationship too. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's turned how I think, feel about relationships and love from sweet things to all the severity and stress of a political strategist in wartime. I just want to go back to kicking my feet and giggling over someone genuinely help. Now, I'm no therapist, and I'm not going to pretend like I am. I'm just going to say what it sounds like to me is you are clearly not over this breakup. You're clearly not over it, and it's genuinely affecting you. I'm really sorry that happened. That does suck. It's a long time to invest into someone and for it to just not work out. There's lots of things that being in a long-time relationship and then breaking up would fuck you up with. You guys probably had so many inside jokes, so many little things that you had between one another. The way that you looked at the world was vastly affected by this person. Now, and that's a long fucking time. Now probably everything you look at reminds you of them. I think you need to probably take some time to heal from that relationship before thinking about going on at all, especially if it wasn't a toxic one. And again, this is gonna be controversial as fuck. I have heard this. All right, I'm gonna take this with a grain of fucking salt. I've heard situations, and there are situations like this that exist. Sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship, the best way to heal from said toxic relationship is to be in a better one with a better person. I'm not saying that this is what this person should do, because I don't know what happened with the relationship. If it wasn't a toxic one, then yeah, definitely it would have fucked you up. So in this case, especially if it wasn't a toxic relationship, I would take some time to heal from that relationship. Take some time to focus on yourself and get better, because I think, considering you mentioned it, and 3 years, again, 3 years, you probably can't even look at the world the same anymore. Take time. Take time to focus on yourself. Yeah, and I really want to stress that with my earlier point that I made. I'm not saying rely on another person to get better. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm simply saying there are cases where people will get into a toxic relationship, and sometimes being in a better one is the only thing that will make them feel better. Because let's be real, if you're in a toxic relationship, that's not your fault. There's lots of other things that go into that. That would make you stay with that person because of a variety of things. I don't want to get into it. This is a very uncomfortable topic. I'm very sorry if it's making anybody uncomfortable, but you know the deal. You understand what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna divulge into this any longer, but definitely take time, Lynn, to heal from this relationship, because I think that's kind of the source of your stress right now. And then just take time to focus on yourself and be happy, because I think that's what it is. That's what it is. So take care. I wish you nothing but the best. That fucking sucks. Please take care. All right, next question. Holy fuck. Okay. Wow. This next question is from Ellie. What's the best way to introduce your secret boyfriend to your conservative parents? Man. Jeez. Boy. Ha 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 ha. Man, I don't know who your secret boyfriend is. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. I don't know who he is. If he is not like, again, so conservative can mean a variety of things. I'm gonna go the American route and say, like, you're talking about like Christian, maybe Catholicism. Maybe he needs to put on an act if he's not this already. Maybe put on an act like, oh, you know, he's I didn't want to tell you guys because like, again, I'm also answering this from the perspective that you want to introduce him. You don't want to keep it a secret anymore. I'm going under the assumption of that, because I know the initial reaction will be to don't keep it a secret forever, but that sucks, guys. That sucks to never be able to share that part of your life with your family. But I do get it at the same time. Honestly, just say you met him at Bible study. And you got to educate him. If he's not this already, say you met him at fucking Bible study. Say you were really entranced by you know, his gosh, this is me just telling you to lie. I don't even fucking know. That's tough, bro. But like, oh man. I don't know. Honestly, you might just have to be honest. I think the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I'm like trying to come up with some kind of ways that you could like soften the blow, but I don't know if there's a way to, you know? Because like clearly you're with this person because they make you happy. But consider the type of people your parents are. I don't know, because you say introduce your secret boyfriend to your conservative parents. I'm gonna assume that they're kind of strict. Think about yourself in this scenario, okay? Be okay. Make sure you consider all your avenues, and just take care of yourself. Prioritize yourself in all this, because I get it. It might be inconvenient to keep this a secret. However, if it's gonna end up worse because you introduce them, then like, you know, it's kind of rough. Because like, yeah, how do you even do that? Like, you know, you can't bring them over and introduce them as a friend. Like, oh yeah, this is such and such, you know, my friend. Like, because what the fuck? You can't have friends over. You can't have, especially not somebody of the opposite sex. Fuck no. Oh yeah. Oh, you might just have to go on the preservation route. Do whatever preserves your life. I think I need a bit more information to know the situation though, because I don't know what religion we're talking about. I don't know how strict these parents are, and I don't know who your boyfriend is. Oh, hey Mary. I'm not gonna lie, the way you said that kind of scared me just now. I was like, am I late for our collab? But then I realized it wouldn't have, it's not until tomorrow, like in the evening. You need dating advice too? Oh, really? Okay, I'm curious. But generally, Ellie, I would say preserve yourself. Go the preservation route. Take care of yourself and try to identify. You know your parents better than anyone, but I simply lack too much context to be able to give you a good answer to this. If I'm being straight up with you, that's a really fucking tough one. That is a really tough one. I would just say take care of yourself, okay? I invited this guy to my favorite afternoon tea spot, and then he canceled our next date when we were supposed to play Final Fantasy. Mary, honestly, that guy sounds like an asshole, but there had to have been a reason. I hope you can forgive him. That guy stinks. Clock him. Should I give him a second chance? I mean, you know, I think everybody deserves a second chance. He's a jerk. Get him out. No, Mary, call him out. Honestly, dump him. What the fuck, guys? What if it was not his mistake? You know, I'm sure there was a good reason. Don't give him a second chance. Mary. Mary. I'm the right person won't cancel it. Terrible person. Terrible. Oh, man, I'm already fighting for my life on all these questions. One, fighting for my life is not the right one. I love you, Mary. Mute him, block him. He's banned. Come on, guys. Give me another chance. Don't accept this situationship, Mary. What do you mean? What do you mean? Guys. You guys are gonna make me cry. I'm crying right now. I'm fucking crying. It's nothing a bit of live dogging won't fix. All right. Fuck. Love you, Mary. See you on Sunday. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. I gotta bring a ukulele on Mary's stream. I gotta bring a ukulele on Mary's stream and apologize. I gotta learn how to play the ukulele. Where's Ren? Where's Ren? I need him right now. Where's Ren? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Ban him IRL, Mary. Never unban him, Mary. What the fuck? Come on. Ah, no. I'm never gonna recover. I'm never gonna continue the stream. I have to quit. We have 45 minutes. We have 45 minutes before Patches 3D. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. He did. He did. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm gonna die, dude. Fuck, I'm gonna get blocked. Alright, well. I'll always love you, Mary. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person. Fuck. Gosh. Thank you. I'm excited for the next stream too. You guys make sure you stop by. We're gonna be on Mary's stream doing the Dark Knight quest line. So yes, make sure you stop by. I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's the stream that will be after Undertale on Saturday for me. Well, it's Sunday for Mary, Saturday for me. So yeah. Make sure to be there. I'll let you guys know. It's gonna be on Twitch. So I'm excited. All right, we ball. All right, let's go on to the next question. Good to see you, Mary. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, next question. This is from Anonymous. My boyfriend gets legit mad at me when I beat him in video games. How can I politely tell him it's a skill issue and to get over it? Yikes. Politely? Ooh, I don't know. That sounds like a fragile ego if I've ever heard one in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he's actually mad that he can't beat you and that you're beating him, like genuinely mad, I don't know. That sounds like a pretty big red flag. That sounds like a major red flag, not gonna lie. That might need to be a cutoff. That's kind of you might need to go. You might need to go. If he's legitimately mad at you for beating him at games, you literally, it's a skill issue. It's a skill issue. Not only is it a skill issue because he can't beat you, but it's a skill issue that, you know, he lacks the boyfriend skills. I'm just gonna be straight up. That's just a red flag. He can't take loss. I think that's def a red flag. Like why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? He's only game. He's only game. Why do you have to be mad? He's only game. All right. So definitely keep an eye out on him. If you do decide to stick around, you know, I'm praying for you. That's all I'll say. All right. Okay. Oh. Okay, interesting. This question is from Minnie. How does someone actually like have a proper relationship? I have a girlfriend, but it doesn't feel like a relationship. The romantic bone in my body is probably broken, but yeah, we talk almost every day. It's an LDR, but our conversations are pretty short, and I don't know how to like move on to make our relationship more strong. I really do like her, and I would like our relationship to last. It's been a while since I had a relationship, so that might be it, or I just can't really form romantic relationships or bonds with people. Ooh. I don't know if I'm equipped to answer this. I'm gonna be real with you. I think therapy is definitely. I think you should visit a therapist. Definitely take care of yourself. I would consider therapy, because this sounds like you might have some personal things that you need to work out. Please be okay. Please take care of yourselves, okay? And honestly, I would bring this up. I would bring this up to this GF of yours. They deserve to know. They definitely deserve to know, because if they genuinely feel this way too, I think this could potentially be this is a conversation that will make or break the relationship. And I know that step would be afraid, but honestly, if you're really that afraid to lose them, then I think this is a conversation that is worth having, without a doubt. I definitely think you should bring it up to them, because, you know, again, if they're actually for you and they're actually about keeping this relationship alive too, it's possible that you bringing this up will open up a can of worms, and they will be open about how they felt too, and maybe they're feeling like the same way as you, and having this conversation could start a mode of healing. I'm not going to say that's 100% what's going to happen, because it totally could not happen as well. Either way, I think the conversation needs to be had. But definitely consider therapy. That's really all I can say on this matter. I don't think I'm properly equipped to say anymore. So, you know, do your best to figure out how to say it. Something I've heard that's very useful, because I could definitely see how a topic like this could feel really blamey, but at the same time, you shouldn't beat yourself up saying that it's all your fault either. It's just you communicating your feelings. So, you know, tactics like the story I'm telling myself, saying the story I'm telling myself before saying your point, because then this is what you're telling yourself. You are specifying that it is you thinking a thought rather than you stating it as fact or you blaming them for anything. I've heard that that's a pretty good tactic. So, you know, consider different ways to break the news to them as well, because this is very heavy. So, yeah. I'm not going to make any final assumptions, because, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I did go the aromantic route as well, but I don't want to assume that either, because that is me assuming a lot of things based on very limited information. Okay. Next question. Huh. This is from Anonymous. Kroshi, if someone you've been dating for a long time proposes to you with a 5 USD 299 PHP ring for unknown reasons, would you accept it? Okay, so I have heard of this before. If you don't know the reason and they never told it to you, then that's kind of strange. But what I have heard is that some people will use like a ring to propose, and they'll use any ring. Like I've seen people propose with a ring pop, and that doesn't mean that they don't like you or that you're not worth a more expensive ring. I think the deal is more this. The ring at the time of the proposal doesn't really mean much, but definitely get the reason from them. But from my perspective and what I know about situations like this, if they're using a cheap ring, and I hate using the word cheap because, you know, but if they're proposing to you with, you know, like a very like not, I'll say cheap is, for lack of a better term, cheap ring. If they're proposing to you with a cheap ring, it's likely that they're using it as a placeholder, because from what I understand, you know, you don't want to buy, like, you don't want to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5K on a ring and then the person doesn't even end up liking it. Sometimes you want to pop the question and you just need a ring because it's important, you know, as a placeholder, and then you and your partner can go out and actually get the ring, like yourself, and you can choose it. And I know that sounds crazy, but honestly, in this time of hookup culture, situationships and shit, you just got to be straightforward. Honestly, I think to protect your heart, you just got to be straightforward with it. So, like, you know, at least in my opinion, marriage shouldn't be this big surprise. Like, I feel like I've seen so many stories where it's always strange. Like, people are always so nervous about proposing because, like, you know, oh, I don't know if they're gonna say yes. Why the fuck are you proposing? Like, the fuck? Shouldn't marriage be like the natural next step from your relationship, because you know that this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, and you're sure that they also feel the same way? I don't know. I feel like marriage should be a more for sure thing on both ends. It should never be a surprise. So if they're proposing with, like, you know, a cheap ring, I'm hoping that the intent is that they're just using it as a placeholder for you guys to eventually take the time to get a ring that you actually like together, because that's the most important thing. But yeah, like, honestly, depending on the circumstances, like I said, there's a lot of context being lacked here. But if I love the person, yeah, I would accept the fucking ring. They're proposing to me. What the fuck? Regardless of whether it's a $5 ring or a $5,000 ring, they're saying they want to spend the rest of my life with me. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. The fuck? Of course I'm gonna accept that shit. Especially if I love them. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, next question. It's Crover. All right. My friend has a crush on me, but I don't feel the same way. Should I pretend not knowing that, or should I try to get away from him gradually? We're very close friends and I don't want to ruin our friendship in a bad way. He tested the water so many times and I couldn't ignore it anymore. Ooh. 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 Yeah, you just gotta reject and go. You gotta go. If he's putting you in this uncomfortable of a situation, he's definitely not the one. And honestly, this is a friendship ruiner. And I want you to know this. If you reject him and your friendship fails, you are not the one that ruined the relationship. It was him. I kind of talked about this in my rant yesterday, but really, if you're gonna be straight up with someone about your feelings, you have to be prepared to have a very uncomfortable conversation. And honestly, you have to be prepared for the friendship to either die or to be very uncomfortable for a bit. Because there might be several things that you want to bring up to the person. Like, if you're confessing your feelings to a person, and they say no, that's gonna sting. Whether you're like a mature adult or not, that's always gonna sting, no matter fucking what. So there may be some boundaries. You need to have an uncomfortable conversation. Like, you know, let's provide an example. Like say I confess my feelings to Zally or Wilson. and then they deny me. You know, they won't, but let's say in like some weird alternate dimension, they actually do deny my they reject my confession. Let's say in some weird alternate universe they reject me. In the event that they reject me, that's gonna fucking sting. So I need to have an uncomfortable conversation with them where I go, hey, I don't want to hear about any relationships that you might be in from here on. You know, that kind of thing. So like maybe Zally or Wilson will be considerate of my feelings, and if they do meet someone new that they really like, maybe they'll wait a couple of months before telling me about it because I'm still recovering from that wound I got earlier. Sure, technically it was sort of self-inflicted, but you can't help that. And being a mature adult is about being able to have those conversations. So, you know, that's the vibe. That's the vibe here. So yeah, again, if that friendship does fail, that's not on you. That's definitely on him, because he simply cannot deal with being rejected. He cannot handle it, and that's unfortunate. But it's very common. So you know, I can't blame him. I can't hate the guy, but that's just how it is. All right, next question. All right. Hugh. This question is from Hugh P. Niss. All right. Hugh, first name, middle name P, last name Niss, Niss. All right. Let me see. Oh. Whoa, this is an interesting question. Okay. How do you know when you feel romantic attraction? I personally identify as a romantic, and I've been in several instances where I almost got together with someone after they confess and ended up giving them emotional blue balls because I don't want to commit and end up breaking it off because I only saw them in a platonic light. Love you, by the way. No parasocial, aromantically. Thank you, Hugh. How do you know when you feel romantic attraction? Ooh, jeez. I mean, really, it kind of, again, it boils down to what I talked about earlier, which is if you like them, you'll know it. I think you'll just know. Personally, I feel that you'll just know, because there's no one size fits all. Oh yeah, this, if you do all this, you know that you like this person. I think you'll know. I think you'll just know. I really think you'll just know. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. If you're getting cold feet, then you probably don't. But in terms of all this giving multiple people emotional blue balls and not being able to commit, I definitely would potentially work on that. I'm not gonna judge you and say that that's like awful thing. It does happen. It's unfortunate. You know, this is the world that we live in. But you know, definitely be careful. You don't want to hurt too many people. That would be unfortunate to break so many hearts, especially unintentionally, because you are dealing with your personal feelings. I'm not going to blame you for that or say that you're a bad person for that at all, but it does suck. So definitely figure out a way to be considerate and figure out your deal, because I'm going to be honest. Again, if you're getting cold feet, if you're thinking way too long about whether or not you like the person, you probably just don't. Like, just really just as simple as that. You probably just don't like them that much. Like, you probably would like them as a friend, but you probably can't see a romantic relationship with them. You just can't. If you actually have to really think hard about it and focus on it, then you probably just don't. If that really is the person that you feel romantic attraction towards, you're gonna be happy to see them. You're gonna want to talk to them all the fucking time. You're gonna remember little details about them. You're gonna find yourself doing things that you never found yourself doing before. That's just how it's gonna be. If the person makes you giggle and swing your feet, then your heart is swinging on the fleet. Hell yeah, that's it. Good one. Okay, thank you for the question. I hope I was able to help you out. All right, this is for Anonymous. What would be a great date idea for a long distance relationship? Or if you can't give an example, then an in-person date idea is also accepted. Like a first date? I only know first dates. I only know first dates. I'm talking low impact first dates where you don't spend that much money. I mean, like, the only thing I can really think of that would make the most sense would be like like I said, ice cream, having a meal together, coffee, maybe if you guys have mutual interests, play a game together, play a game you like together. Like if you guys both really fucking like Minecraft or Roblox, play fucking Roblox. I don't know. Yeah, Overcooked is a good one. You guys can just do whatever, you know, maybe play a board game, watch a movie. Actually, I don't know. Personally, if it's a first date, I don't think a movie is a good one because you can't talk to them. Talking is very important. So like, I wouldn't invite somebody. I wouldn't ask someone out to a first date, and it was like something that's super invested. So like, honestly, a low impact video game where you guys can chill out. That's not a bad one. Because if it's something like really intense, like a shooter, or like something that requires a lot of concentration, you guys may not be talking, and you know, you won't be learning much. But yeah, beyond like first dates, that's out of my territory, dog. that is out of my area of expertise. Watch Vantacrow Bringer streams. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, that's an option too. Yeah, you could, if you guys are both open about that. That, or you followed my earlier advice where you never told them that you watched me, and then whenever they ask you about your merch, you just tell them that I'm from an anime, and then you open up an anime studio and create the first Krisis anime so that the anime actually exists and you're not lying. You know, that's one option. But Anonymous, I hope I was able to answer your question. I'm sorry. Dates are not my forte. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do it. This is from Anonymous. I'm totally straight but curious about docking. How should I proceed? You are not straight. Next question. Don't look up docking. Don't look up docking. Just don't look up docking. Just don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. I'm not explaining. Next question. This question is from M. Next question. Hi, what do I do when a girl I've been flirting with for over a year tells me she wants to get me pregnant? I'm also a girl. Is it a threat, or does she really want to build a family with me? What the fuck? I have no fucking idea. What the fuck? If you don't know, then how the fuck would I know? What? And you guys have been flirting for over a year? What's going on? I think you have some other questions to answer before you answer this one. You need some other help. Something else is happening. I'm sorry, M. Please take care, okay? There's a lot happening here. There's a lot to unpack here, and I don't have the tools to open the boxes. So, take care, all right? Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. This question is from Charlotte. This is an interesting one. Okay, so quick background. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna entertain this shit. No more. All right. Okay, so quick background. I was in a relationship from 16 to 21 years old, so I have no idea how the dating scene works now. I met this guy on Tinder and we clicked like instantly. I've been on a couple dates with others, but none compared to him. The only problem is he lives 2 hours away. He maxed out his distance on Tinder, across the border, and neither of us have a car. We haven't met each other, but we call every day and every night and stuff, and I think he really likes me, and I really like him. But I think he doesn't want to go out with me because of the distance, and I don't know what to do because I really want to go out with him. He encourages me to keep going on dates because he doesn't want to set me up for failure, but everyone else is underwhelming compared to him. What do? What do? No. They said they were in a relationship from 16 to 21 years old. So they're likely older than 21 now, if not 21. So they don't really have any idea how the dating scene works. But then they got on Tinder. So yeah. So this is a lot. No, guys. They were. I'm gonna assume they were in a relationship from 16 to 21. And they're no longer in said relationship. So now they're on Tinder, and then they found a guy and they clicked instantly. Personally, that's a bit concerning. He encourages me to keep going on dates because he doesn't want to set me up for failure, but everyone else is underwhelming compared to him. That's a bit interesting. He's encouraging you to go on dates because he doesn't want to set you up for failure. Yeah, I think that I know this is gonna hurt to hear because it's by the way you've described it, it sounds like you really like this guy. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. So you're telling me he keeps talking to you. He keeps talking to you every single day, and you like him. I'm guessing you haven't told him that you really do like him, but you met on Tinder, so I think it's a given that at some point you guys are planning on dating. I feel like that's the point of Tinder, but that's beside the point. You're telling me you've been talking every day. You guys clearly are spending a lot of time with each other, and he's encouraging you to go on other dates, and you are getting the feeling that he doesn't want to date you because of the distance? He doesn't like you. Go away. Like, actually, stay away from him. He is bad news. I think you should take his advice and date other people and not see him anymore. Because clearly you are like fixated on him and it's affecting your ability to enjoy anyone else. And that's really unfortunate because, yeah, I don't think this guy deserves you. Why the fuck are you maxing your distance on Tinder if you're not willing to go the distance? What the fuck? Clearly he just wanted a quick conversation. That or he's doing some other shit while you're talking to him, which is, gosh, I shudder at the thought. But yeah, no, that's a major red fucking flag. I know it's gonna hurt to hear. Definitely, this guy does not sound like good news. I hate to make assumptions, but based on this information, I really can't think of anything else. Like, why the fuck are you maxing out your distance if you don't have a car and you have no means to meet someone? Like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, if he's actually being thoughtful about his matches and not just swiping, which most guys do on Tinder, most guys will just swipe and then they'll talk to whatever girl that they get matched with. The moment he matched with you, he should have read your stuff and found out where you lived. That or should have happened really early on in conversation. And then once he found out where you lived, he should have been like, "Ooh, my bad. I went way beyond my distance, but I didn't realize you were here. Sorry, I won't be able to get to you. This long distance thing is not going to be able to work." Just that simple. And honestly, 2 hours isn't even long distance, but that's beside the point. Yeah, no, bad news across the board. Sorry. He can't fucking figure out a way to get 2 hours to you? Sorry. And then he's telling you to date other people because he doesn't want to set you up for failure? What the fuck does that mean? There's so much behavior here, so many acts that are just weird. You're maxing out your distance, but don't feel like breaking, but don't feel like closing the gap. Yeah, sorry, no. If he's setting his distance to max, there's one of two scenarios, and neither are good. One, he's willing to break the distance, just not with you. And the other, he just wants to talk to fucking whoever, and he doesn't give a fuck about, regardless of anything. Either way, it's not a good look for him. I'm just gonna be straight up. You gotta leave his ass. You gotta fucking leave his ass. 2 hours? 2 hours? 2 hours? Really? Only 2? That's crazy. That's insane. 2 hours is a blessing. That's not even long distance. Honestly, if he had a car, he could literally see you once a week. Like, what the fuck? Minimum. That's hilarious. 2 hours, LOL. Then again, I don't know how old you guys are. I don't know your situations. I feel like 2 hours isn't that long. Again, I hate this. I hate saying this. I really don't, but sometimes it's applicable. Girl, if he wanted to, he would. All right, next question. All right, Okay. All right, next question. This is from Anonymous. I'm the type of person who says, I'm not purposefully looking for a relationship, but I'm still waiting for the perfect match. Hey, that's very healthy. But I never leave my house after work because I'm way too tired. Hey, understandable. I overthink things way too much, so pretty much everything can be difficult, and I'm a lesbian, so LMAO, women, scary, and hot. Man, relatable. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you me? Oh, I guess I'm not a girl, but like, goddamn, dude. So Vantacrow date bringer, any advice for that? Could be serious or joke answer. Man. Holy shit. Goddamn, dude. Ooh. I mean, I don't know. You sound like you got everything going on. Especially if you want to meet somebody in person, you're eventually gonna have to go outside. But like, honestly, if you're fine where you are, no need to force it. I mean, 1/3 of all relationships start via dating apps or online scenarios. So you're online. I'm sure you'll find someone. Who says you have to go outside, you know? Who says you have to go outside? Like, pretty much every single time I accidentally rejected a girl happened online. Not even pretty much. Every single time. Every single fucking time. All of them. Literally all of them. Because I'm a fucking idiot. So I'm sure something will happen. I'm sure, okay? You never know what will happen, okay? You never know. You never fucking know. How many times? I don't know how many times I've accidentally rejected someone. It actually hasn't been that many. Well, I think accidental rejection is a bad one. It's more like where I was a fucking dumbass and didn't know how to handle the situation. It's probably been like 4 or 5, maybe. No, so I think I've only accidentally rejected someone once, and then every other one was just rejections. But yeah, I don't know. It hasn't been that many, guys. Okay, but yeah, I hope that answers your question. Okay, I'm going to set up to raid Petra's 3D really quick, because it is almost time. There we go. So sorry, we only got through like what 30-something questions. I hope we can do more later, because I didn't want to do a part 2, but now I'm almost feeling like I should, because honestly this is fun. I like talking about this. I think this is cool. Maybe again. Am I too late to ask for advice? Well, yeah, you had to put it into the form. But what's your question? I'll try to answer it while I'm answering other questions, Finarnar. All right, next question. Also, hi Vinana. Okay. All right. This next question is from B. Oh, I'm severely obsessed with my right hand and I can't seem to stop. What do I do? Honestly, learn to write with your left hand and become ambidextrous. But also, who gives a fuck about being ambidextrous? Just ball the fuck out. Do what makes you happy. I don't know how to answer this. Huh. It's crazy. But what if I become obsessed with the left one? That's fine. Just switch it up every now and then. Yeah. That's fine. I think that's fine. Huh. I'm gonna grow a third arm. Thank you. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Okay. Alright. Well, I wish you the best in that. I think that's the answer. Wow. I did not expect this. Holy shit. Honestly, I'm not even shocked. I still remember the time when we were all having that Pokemon boys locker room talk during my Pokemon Totsu. And then Fanana came in and he was just like, yeah, no, I'm here. I can talk about this with you guys. Honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Krisis. Here's your daily free super. Sorry I was late. Well, please take care. This is a way earlier stream for me. I don't have you today, so I can finally do your stream full. Have a great stream today as well. You're the coolest. I might do something after the 3-day. We'll see. But you know. Yes, I'm aware of the egg story now. I remember it from a while ago. You guys told me. But okay. Next question. We have like no time left, guys. We have no time left. No time. I'm aware of the egg story. Fuck. No, we're not talking about it. Shauna, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Let Vanta save your relationship, and she's asking about her hands. All right. Next question. Okay. This is from B. Hello, Vanta. I've only had one relationship so far. I'm 25 plus, so I feel like I've missed out on a lot of things, and I don't have a lot of experience in love either. Dating apps sort of scare me, so I've always preferred meeting people organically. Friends lovers trope, lol. I tend to catch feelings pretty easily, especially when someone gives me attention, but I'm usually the one in the friend zone. I think I'm starting to give up on dating or love in general. Don't give up. Don't give up. I know it hurts. But, gosh, it's really tough, because I just want to say don't give up. But at the same time, it's hard. But also, dating apps sort of scare me, so I've always preferred meeting people organically. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know if... I would say don't give up, but also I don't want to say give up on the idea of meeting people quote unquote organically, because personally I don't even know if that's a real thing. Like I feel like a lot of situations where two people met organically quote unquote, there was always some intervention on one or the other person. So, you know, I would just say focus on yourself, and if you like somebody, you're gonna like somebody. Just be straightforward about it. I think the reason it's easy to get hurt, especially the reason it's easy to get hurt is because people aren't used to rejection, and rejection does fucking suck. And after a while, you just start to grow numb to it. But instead of growing numb to it and giving up on it, maybe grow numb to it and just keep trying. You know? Take it the opposite way. But this is also a lot easier said than done. So I apologize if my advice comes off a bit tone deaf here. But I do identify with you on that whole friends to lovers trope thing. Even though I love reading enemies to lovers tropes, but we're not going to talk about that. Point is I don't believe you should give up. Simply ball, take care of yourself, focus on the things within your sphere of influence, and I think eventually things will fall into place. That's very hopeless romantic-y of me, but you're asking advice from a hopeless romantic, so I do apologize. Thank you, B. Next question. All right. Oh. Interesting. Okay. This is from Anonymous. Oh, this is a long one. Okay. Hi, Vanta. I hope you're having a wonderful stream. I'm not sure if I can consider this as dating submission, but it's more like a struggle. But I'm basically stuck in a friend zone, as what I call it. But I really like this person for almost a year now, and I have confessed my feelings before, but we never really went more in depth with it. But they said they liked me back, but never fully talked more about it. We just moved on. There are times we do things and stuff, but can also feel as a platonic thing or a romantic thing, at least from my perspective. So I'm not sure, and I don't know what to do. I'm not really a person that initiates a confession because I'm scared. As much as it's annoying to know to do it, I just don't know how to do it subtly. I also don't know how to get out of the friend zone. It's also a little hard to read their minds and such. I hope this isn't too difficult to understand, but thank you for your streams, and I hope you're having a good time. Love you so much. All right, well, thank you for the question. For one thing, I know you say you're a person that doesn't initiate confession because you're scared. I get that. That's completely understandable. Just say your feelings. This is not fair to you. If you confessed and then they said that they liked you back, but you guys never had that conversation and you feel unfulfilled in this, whatever this is like, it sounds like it's a situationship, but more on it's an emotional scale situationship rather than like a physical one. You feel unfulfilled in this relationship. That is not fair to you. You are not being fair to yourself, and they are also not being fair to you. So I definitely think it's a situation of you need to get that clarity. You need it, because you're just gonna wonder forever, because they're never, and if they never do it, that's very concerning to me. That's a bit of a red flag, honestly, in my opinion. You need to get that certainty though, because if you never get it, you're just gonna wonder forever, and this whole thing is just gonna suck. So it's gonna suck if things end up not working out because you decided to get that reassurance. But if they if they don't want to give it to you, then they just weren't the one. If they don't want to give it to you, then they just aren't the one. The other thing is there's really no way to do this subtly. You just got to be straightforward, because you've been subtle before and it didn't work. So you can't be subtle anymore. You have to be straightforward. Also, my take on the friend zone is that the friend zone doesn't actually exist. I think the friend zone is just a convenient term to describe an unfortunate situation where one person doesn't like another person, but the other person likes the person, and they feel like they keep doing things that warrant them getting out of the friend zone. But the thing is that nothing you do ever warrants a response. People aren't logical, and you are not warranted, and you do not deserve a response given of a certain thing. I know a lot of guys that will say I always get stuck in the friend zone because they always treat women like quote unquote queens, and they always treat them so nicely, and they're always a nice guy. But the thing is, acting any kind of way doesn't beget you a certain response. You don't deserve a response because you did one thing. So the friend zone doesn't really exist, honestly. I think the friend zone is actually just a lie. But it is a convenient term. The friend zone exists when it does, but generally it doesn't. So yeah, honestly, I'm with Fanana. You just got to cub it on them and then just be like, hey, I like you. Do you like me? And if they refuse to elaborate, if they refuse to fucking elaborate or give you any kind of reassurance, fucking leave. Get the fuck out. Because clearly you are constantly concerned and worried in this situation that you're in, and you need to get out of it because that's not fair to you. Okay? All right? Take care of yourself. Focus on you. You deserve more. You deserve better. Do not leave yourself in this confused state. Okay, I think we have time for one more question. Oh my god. Okay, this is actually a good question to end on. Yes, exactly. And no answer is still an answer. That is a very good point. If they don't want to give you an answer, that's also a sign that they don't want to, and you need to get out. All right. Last question. This is from Anonymous. How do I overcome the mortifying ordeal of being known? I'm lonely, but I'm scared to find someone. Have them see every part of me and turn out to hate me. Do I just die? No. And I've just, the way I see love, and I think I personally see this as fact, But again, this is just the way I describe it and the way I condense it, the concept of it. I described it on stream before. The way I look at love is this. Love is when you and another person take out your hearts. Think of it as you, the personification of you physically taking out your heart and giving it to another person. And they can hold on to it and they can do whatever they want with it. That's the whole point of vulnerability. You are showing them everything and they can do whatever they want. They can fucking throw your heart into a 5-star hotel, you know, take care of it, make sure that it's pampered, massaged, and that it's feeling good and right. Or they can chuck it into the fucking abyss where it will never recover from any of the harm that they do to it. So there's two choices, but it's always a gamble. It's always a gamble. You just simply have to find the person that you are willing to take that gamble with. They have got your heart on lockdown, and yeah, they can make you feel better than literally anyone else. The highs will be fucking high, but the lows can be fucking low. So honestly, I feel you. Do I just die? Oh my gosh. You're scared to find someone. You're scared to have them see every part of you. But honestly, genuinely. Oh man, that is a hard one. Because it's like, you're right. What if they see all of me and then they say no? And that hurts. That does hurt. That does hurt. That does really, really hurt. God. But no, I don't think you should give up. Personally, as someone that is a big overthinker as well, as someone that is a huge overthinker, I think maybe what's happening here is I think you are doing a bit of overthinking, because you're worried that someone's going to discover all of you and still and turn out to hate you. Here's the thing though. If you really love somebody, you love absolutely everything about them. And if you really do love them, then when you find out something new, even if it's not the greatest thing in the world, that new thing should just become another reason to love them. Simple as that. So really, I just hope that you find the right person and that you take time to practice presence of mind and not think so down on yourself. You don't deserve to be hated, and you definitely deserve love. So, all right. It's Petrus 3D though. So thank you for the questions, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever your time zone is. I wish you the absolute best in whatever you decide to do today. Thank you guys for spending time with me, listening, pleading with me, conversing with me, and thank you for all the questions. I really appreciate you participating. I would like to continue this and do it again, maybe spend a bit more time discussing these questions, because, you know, some of them obviously can overlap and they get a bit samey. So I'll try to vet the rest and go over the rest of them, okay? So thank you so much. I wish you the absolute fucking best. Thank you so much. I'm a woman of my word. You gave advice. You gave some pretty genuine and thoughtful advice. Told you that you'd prove me wrong. Really enjoyed the stream tonight. What the fuck? You're just gonna drop that? I have to rate Petra. Kree, hello. Oh my god. You're insane. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You were far too fucking kind. Thank you. Oh my god. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the Aka fucking soup, but that's a lot. God damn. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. And thank you all for all of these supas. Everyone that gifted, everyone that went on that supa to everything. Thank you so much. All right. Petra's on starting soon. Love you guys. Love you, crew. Again, thank you so much, Kree. You're far too kind. All right. See you guys later. Thank you again. I wish you the absolute best in everything. Love you guys so much. All right. Let's have fun tomorrow with Undertale and then FFXIV with Mary. Okay? All right. Enjoy Petrus 3D. Matane. Hasta la bye-bye. You're all so cool. You're the best. Thank you for today, Crochet. You are the coolest. Oh, Shauna, thank you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the kind words. I'm glad we were able to have fun while also talking about some real shit. I think this is really nice. So, thanks so much. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the gifted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're all so cool. Say hi to Petra. Oh, she started. Okay. I'm rating.